go. And as usual on this game, it has been an absolutely atrocious start by ourselves. Van Dorn is going to come and Leclerc are going to pass. We're going to break down the outside, try and tail it down which will turn to the course, the inside turn 2, and retain the head of Van Dorn. 5 red lights and out, away we go. An absolutely shocking start on the grid. Our teammate is going to go on the left. Leclerc is going to go on the right. It's going to be 3 wide at turn 1. We're going to bang with Leclerc. We're going to go down the middle. We're going to get a warning for contact with Leclerc, and I think Leclerc's going to lose out to Vettel as well. And Verstappen is also going to have a go at us down into turn 3, I think it is. But we keep ahead of our teammates. The curbing, now that's going to lose us a little bit of time. It's going to give Vettel the chance to have a little look into the bit before swim pool. I forget what it's called. Oh dear, there was a bit something in there, and Vettel's round. I'm pretty sure we didn't make contact with him. Let's have a replay with the German. Okay, he's going to pull to the inside. I'm not going to give him any room. He just hits the inside. They seem to be the better tyre for us. Now, this is what you've all come to see. The perfect pit stop. There's Vettel. We pull into our pit stop. Vettel is delayed. And there's Ricciardo. Just like that. We're in, well, what will be a net P1 when everybody takes the position. But due to other misfortunes throughout this series, it is only 2nd place. So moving to the Drivers' Championship now, Hulkenberg wins by just 4 points in the end. A close margin, not as close as 1984 when it was Laudu beat Prost by half a point then, but nevertheless, it's close than any championship has been in real life recently. Leclerc is only 3rd, Ricciardo 4th, Vettel. Really none of the other stuff has been changed, though. Disappointment there, but we do get runners up. In terms of the Constructors' Championship, Renault wrapped that up as well. With Ferrari, nothing had changed actually with the constructors. So we corner cut there as we come through there. Oh my goodness grief! And we go wide. We go off circuit. Come on, we can get this. No corner cutting there. Okay, front outward corner. No, lining up. Final corner. Oh, and side squeezes we went. We definitely corner cut that, but it doesn't register. P4, fantastic overtake. Get a very poor line for the S's. Ocon. Wow, okay, looking at the minimap, Esteban Ocon has come up absolutely nowhere, and he's going to make it 3 wide at the end of the DRS straight. I'm not sure the understeer will favour Ocon over Albon, and Ocon goes through into P3 out of absolute nowhere. We can't, and that's it. That's our podium gone. Ocon, it's all about P4 now. We're tumbling down the order now. And you can see the gap Leclerc has pulled over it already on the minimap. Ocon is clearly going a lot faster. He has an intact front wing and not issues with his car. And there's a trolley train, as we know. And Albon clearly is going to try and pressure us, but I don't think he's going to get this P4 away from us. And it's going to be a race up the hill, and Aston Martin's engine clearly isn't good enough. We're going to have enough to come home for nevertheless P4. However, I think it might need a bit of freeze as well. They've been having all sorts of problems this season with engine failures. The double DNF in France, and it's really not gone well. And there's been something's gone on, and there's been, oh my goodness grief, it's a carnage field. It's about what was Sebastian Vettel. There's who's yet to stop. He started the course way down. He just understeers wide into the wall. Hartley states, I think Vettel though, I believe is out. And then Vettel is out, and also Andre Lotter is out. The only man, actual fact I should point out, he's the only person who actually hasn't scored points. Gasly, well, he's going to look for us. And then all of a sudden I saw slow down, and then he just goes in the back of Lotterer. But all of this, and Norris, of course, is another casualty here. He just goes skating in, and there's just absolute carnage. We're on board with Massa now, and he collects Norris at... Sorry, not Norris, it's actually Magnussen at the end. So all of this, when there's only 13 runners left. Oh, hang on, there's been another pile-up. Safety car this time is out. I mean, there should have been red flag the first time. How virtual safety car didn't come out the first time. We're on board with Charles Leclerc. Going around the outside, I believe, of George Russell. And Russell hits the curbing, and then they make contact. And then, of course, everybody else just smacks into them. So we've got to be careful when navigating this. We've got a Red Bull that's reversing. I think that's Ricardo as well. We're just going to go through everybody and up into P2. Yeah, I'm not sure how many people are left. Oh, and under safety car, Carlos Sainz put it in the wall as well. So we're down to 9 runners, ladies and gentlemen. And a small victory here. Ocon is not gone. He should have gone by now. If I was leading, I would have been sailing off into the distance. Yes, I know you've got to keep the safety car, but you'd have gone very slowly. He hasn't gone that slow. And Ocon is now still not going. There he goes now, but we're going to have... He's going to be a sitting duck. We're going to have the slipstream. Look at this. Van Dorn is going to come out behind them. And there we are on the mini-map confirmed. We're ahead of Russell, who's just ahead of Hamilton, as we're going to easily dispatch Van Dorn up on lap 20 and up into P10. Can we claw ourselves back to the lead of this thing? Next up is the Porsche Dragon car. I believe it's of Brendan Hartley. He's on the intermediate tyres. The track is bone dry. DRS is in operation. That's surely a sign that the AI should be coming in, but only a few cars are coming around the outside of Lando Norris. Nice move there. And we're going setting purple times all the time. Next up is Pierre Gasly in the Cheetah car around the outside up into P7, and of course he's going to give his DRS. Following that, lap 24 moved up to P5. The AR start to make pit stop. Evans has got no answer, and now we're catching up to Max Verstappen, who's in the podium position. Leclerc is leading this Grand Prix, so what happens? He's going to take the championship, move up into P2 on lap 25, and Leclerc is in for his pit stop, and so is, I believe, that is Verstappen as well. So, oh no, I think that's Albon, excuse me. P1 for us. We're not going to have enough laps to catch up to Norris, so it's going to be a very woeful P10 for us. Not a great day. The pace has gone, clearly, and could this be a sign to come? We'll have to wait and see if this happens over the winter break. Engine failure. So yes, Charles Leclerc, 199, 40 points clear of Max Verstappen. We've lost P3, down and ended up finishing P5 in the end. Only 19 points separating us from Verstappen and 5 from third place Vettel. Sainz gets over the 100-point. Albon finished just short. Ricardo, well, the first half was disappointing for him, with Norris struggling as well. The cheaters of Perez and Da Costa, Van Dorn running out the top 12. And then, of course, Gasly as well finished 13th. Evans, our teammate, 14th. Magnussen finished down in 15th. He was in the top 12 for a period in the early parts, but then their pace fell away. Hamilton finished in 16th, with the two Venturi Williams 17th and 18th. Brendan Hartley finished 19th. Nick de Vries finished 20th, and the only man of the 21 drivers, Andre Lotterer, who scored absolutely no points. So 20 of the 21 runners scored points, which is insane, to say the least. And of course, the final constructors' positions only change sees, very heartbreakingly for Jaguar, we've lost out by 1 point on 5th place to Cheetah, which is heartbreak, really, because considering the fact all the work we put in the latter half of the season with a string of first and second places in a row. But